Kevin here with Pureport Solutions Engineering Team. Thanks for joining me in this video of Pureport's SD-WAN Connect offering. Before we begin, let's review a detailed architecture of what we are attempting to establish. On the left of the screen, you'll see that there is an SD-WAN connected fabric, and on the right of the screen, a Pureport multi-cloud fabric has been established. By the end of this video, we'll have connected those two environments together and have a functional SD-WAN multi-cloud environment. Orchestrator, we can see that two different environments have been connected and are currently functioning. Over the next few minutes, we'll be taking several steps to add the appliance, create the connection, join it to our SD-WAN fabric, and configure the necessary BGP steps to bring up our connection. Before getting started, we'll do some connectivity testing between our 4 different servers. On the left-hand side, you'll see connectivity between the 2 devices connected via the SD-WAN fabric, and on the right side, connected via the Pureport fabric. What you'll notice is that there is no connectivity from left to right, but only top to bottom. By the end of this video, we'll have established connectivity between all 4 servers. In our Pureport console, we can see that we already have 2 cloud environments attached and connected. We'll go ahead and add a new connection type, selecting our Silver Peak SD-WAN appliance, location and speed. We'll enter in our basic SD-WAN information to allow this appliance to connect to our orchestrator. A simple account key, an account name, as well as an administrative password is all that's needed. We'll enter in our BGP settings that will be used to configure the appliance and bring it up on the Pureport fabric. We'll skip over customer networks and NAT configuration and simply add the connection. At this point, we'll see that the appliance spins up, the connection is created, and in just a few minutes, we'll have the appliance spun up and connected back to the Silver Peak orchestrator. Navigating to the Silver Peak orchestrator, we can see that after a few minutes, the appliance has been discovered. We simply need to accept this appliance, and once approved, we will need to perform a few additional configuration steps on the newly provisioned appliance. The exact steps will vary vendor to vendor, but let's review at a high level what is needed to bring a new device online in this deployment. As we just saw with the Silver Peak appliance, we will need to accept the appliance on our controller for it to be joined to the SD-WAN network as a new node. We will then need to configure the deployment model so the appliance acts like a router, and we will need to configure the LAN side interface so the appliance is aware of the LAN side IP and next hop addresses. Next, we will need to configure the BGP on the appliance and establish a BGP peer with the Pureport endpoint. And last, but certainly not least, we will need to configure the device to advertise the BGP learned routes on the SD-WAN fabric so other nodes can access the Pureport connected networks. Once these steps have been configured, you will have successfully merged the SD-WAN and Pureport multi-cloud fabrics. Let's take a look again at what we see on our Silver Peak example and validate our connectivity. Here we can quickly see that both Site 1 and Site 2 have received the updated routes learned via BGP from the appliance that's deployed in the Pureport fabric. And with that, we can see that this appliance has now been stood up and available for use. And next, we'll do some ping tests using 4 SSH sessions that have already been established. On the left, you'll see 2 sites that are connected using the SD-WAN fabric, and on the right, 2 sites that are a multi-cloud deployment using the Pureport fabric. What we're expecting to see here is ping connectivity between all 4 of these locations. And it looks like our tests are showing successful pings from all 4 sites.